welcome back folks, it's Nick here. I'm glad you could make it because we're looking at Spellbound on the ZX Spectrum 48K. It was published by MASTERTRONIC in 1985. It's a graphic adventure and was the sequel to Finders Keepers. Now, I much prefer Finders Keepers because on this Spellbound, I think it's a little bit inferior and I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Gimbal the Wizard has been making a mess of his spells, so they've gone a bit weird. And as a consequence, him and 7 other people got stuck in this castle thing, and you have to rescue them by collecting objects and return them to their correct time. Yes. Well, as you see the characters there, all they have got to be rescued and returned by collecting items, but God knows which ones are correct and which ones aren't. The instructions says clue, red herrings may be useful, so we'll certainly look out for them. The sequel to this was Nighttime, then Stormbringer, so we'll probably be having a look at those. Yeah, graphically it doesn't animate very well, but you've got this sort of like menu window system which says it's unique. I think that's probably for a reason. So you can examine objects, examine characters and try and work out what the hell to do. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Atari 8-bits and the Commodore 64. Yes, it's not obvious. The sounds are a bit weak in this, i.e. there aren't any, apart from the occasional thing when you pick up an object. So we're examining this saxophone. We got an advert and a teleport key. There's a guy in front of me, or a girl or someone, but we got to return them to their correct time. We got a teleport key, presumably there's a teleport round here as well. It's a very slow moving game. I mean, if you've seen Finders Keepers, you'll be disappointed by this one. Unless of course you know what you're doing. This is Florin the Dwarf I've just discovered. Yes, this menu system is a bit clunky, a bit laborious, takes up a lot of the screen. It's not a very intuitive player, it's more of a text adventure game really, with a bit of animation keyed in. I don't know why we need a saxophone, it's a clue to something, but I picked it up. Florin the Dwarf is asleep, so somehow we got to wake him up. Don't know how we're going to do this. Shall we give him an object? I don't know how he's going to take it if he's asleep. Well, anyway, we've given him a saxophone. Will that wake him up? It doesn't look likely. He just stands there in suspended animation. Don't know what's going on. That jumping is a bit pathetic. Finders Keepers was such a... There was a red herring there. Finders Keepers was such a tight game. It's almost as if this was written by someone different. They're quite keen to tell us this is copyrighted by MASTERTRONIC down the bottom there, and by David Jones. Have you completed this game? What am I doing wrong? Well, apart from everything, of course. There is a limited amount of things you can pick up here. Gives you the weight as well. So by combining items, giving them to the right person, hopefully you can get out of this absolute nightmare. Now I'm hoping in this series the games don't get progressively worse, because Finders Keepers, although I still don't know what I was doing on that one, I was quite like that. There's another character here. I think it might be 4, but let's find out. Yes, it is 4. Let's examine him. 4 wants his hammer back. Well, okay, so we got to find that from somewhere. This Gimbal the Wizard, our tutor, he's got a lot to answer for. He's caused chaos. But we are called the Magic Knight, so we've completed Finders Keepers. Well, not really. But so we're on to this. Very quiet, this. Yeah, I hate that jumping animation. That's poor. All seems a bit bigger as well than the graphics of the previous incarnation. I quite like just pressing the key, really. I don't like all these overlapping windows. You might like it. I'm not sure if the future games in this series use that system as well. I certainly hope not, but I presume they did. Nighttime and the Stormbringer. MASTERTRONIC's games were always good value for money. I think that was along the £1.99 range, so you can certainly pick it up with your pocket money. Oh, that's too heavy. I think that might be the key to everything. Maybe we need to activate the teleport somehow. But I've only ever played this game a few times. There was no real reason for me to come back. The only reason why I'm coming back this time is for historic value. Just to see the whole of this Finders Keepers series. But good names though. Spellbound. I like the name. Yes. I don't... There's shields up there. There's the Florin the dwarf fellow. We'll go past him. Hello. Looks a bit like Snoopy when he walks along this night. Right. Oh, he's holding an axe. Maybe we can take that for him. Give it to Foreign and pretend it's a hammer. What do you think? Can we get away with that? My hands are full. Maybe I can give him something. I'll give him... What can I give him? An advert. That can't be very... very important. Well, giving him something. I'm not sure what I gave him there. Right, let's take the axe anyway. Oh, we gave him the instruction book. That's just the instructions to the game, and we don't need those. Because it doesn't give too much away. Apart from there's spells and stuff going on. Don't know how many... Oh, this is interesting. Don't know how many rooms this game's got. But we're certainly not going to see them all today. It's called the Oddball, this room, it says here. Maybe there's a way of stopping it. Whoops. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There's some nice candles, though. This night, I don't think he'd better bother. Is this something to examine? We've got an axe, a teleport pad, a red herring, and a few other things. This axe must be useful in some dimension. I'm sure some people that are adept to this game are now screaming at the screen of stuff I should do. But can you scream a little louder, please? Maybe comment below on what I should do. At least give me a clue. There's probably something pretty obvious I'm missing. Let's give the axe to four here. Right. No, he doesn't seem that impressed. Let's examine him again. I know it looks like an axe, but really it's a hammer, for. How's the Marvel comics going? Any good? For wants his hammer back. Oh, we got an axe. Move on. There's more things just to hammers. You could just be the axe man from now on. The graphics are quite good, I'd imagine. There's also a 128k version of this, so I don't know if that's got music in. It probably has, and if so, that'll add a bit of a dimension to it. With music playing, it might be a bit more enjoyable. But you don't seem to lose energy by dropping down any distance. We've got a red herring. It said that'd be useful. I don't know how. Right, let's see if we can activate this teleport thing. We've got a teleport key and the teleport itself, so surely we can go somewhere else. Yes, this is very hard going, this one. So I dropped the key, that's not doing anything. Right, cast a spell, it says there. Well, I don't know what that's about. Examine, take an object. See if we can activate the teleport. Let's go! Well, that didn't do anything. We just picked up the key again. This game's crazy, but not in a good way. I really need a guide to this. With a guide, it might be a little bit more interesting. That teleport didn't really do anything. I think I just disappeared and reappeared where I was, but Four's disappeared. Have we perhaps put him back to where he should be? Game over. Total completion 5%. Well, that's better than I thought. Time left 47 hours. Well, you died of exhaustion. Well, apologies to people who thought the video was going to last 47 hours there. I'm sure you would have loved this gameplay for 47 hours. I think that's what YouTube was actually designed for this game, to watch it for, well, almost 2 days. Are they insane? MASTERTRONIC, what's going on? And you, David Jones. Are you not the Davy Jones from the sea, are you? Davy Jones Locker. Or maybe the Davy Jones from the Monkeys. Comment below if you are. I'd like to hear from you. And how the hell do you complete this game? I suppose it'd keep you occupied for a day after you bought it. You might go back to it every now and again. But, yeah. Animates well this night. But what's going on? I'm sensing there's a huge game underneath this if I was any good at it. But quite clearly I'm not. A couple of axes up there, maybe that's a clue. Oh, Floor's back. Where did you go? Oh, this is a new game, isn't it? I'm getting my goes mixed up. Read something, a teleport. Yeah, that teleport's no good. It doesn't go anywhere. What's the point of having a teleport which teleports you exactly to the place you started off from? That's pathetic. I certainly wouldn't get a taxi that didn't go anywhere. Instruction book. We don't need instructions. We've got this game down pat. I don't think I can take much more of this. Right, Gimbal, we know all this. Gimbal the wizard has been making a mess of his spells again. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Well, we're not going to rescue any of those boys, I don't think. Maybe I've just stumbled on a secret key. There's a yin-yang symbol on the teleport key. Is that a clue? Probably not. Let's read this advert here. Alright, games concept and program by David Jones. Yes. Buy my last game called Finders Keepers. Well, that's good advice, because Finders Keepers is a good one. So buy that one, and don't buy this one. I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Spellbound by MASTERTRONIC in 1985. Thanks for watching. Until next time then, stay safe. That's important. And goodbye. Goodbye.